everyone, my name is Colleen Webster with Absolutely Fit, and I'm here to bring you another workout. This time it is targeted on the arms and the shoulders. Anyone can do this one, but is more specifically targeted for those of you who are like me with a foot or ankle injury. Last week I sprained my ankle as well as broke the 5th metatarsal on my foot. That is that little bone on the side. But that doesn't mean we have to not work out and that we can't get stronger and more healthy and more fit. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So we have 2 warm-up exercises, and then we're going to do 3 sets of 6 different exercises targeting the biceps, triceps, and shoulders. So let's go ahead and get started. You need a seat for this one. I don't really have a seat down in my basement where I'm at right now with my home gym, so I found a little Tupperware container that I'm just going to sit on. Just make sure it's sturdy and carefully come onto your seat. All right, so what we're going to do is start with our 2 warm-up exercises. The first one is arm circles, so make sure you have a little bit of room behind you, in front of you, and to the sides. So sit up nice and tall, shoulders out of your ears. Go ahead and circle those arms forward, big circles, nice and easy. Remembering to breathe. Let's do 4 more. And go ahead and switch direction. Bigger circles if you can. Getting those arms and shoulders woken up. Breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. And good. Hands to your sides, give me some shoulder rolls. So big circles forward, just moving those shoulders back, up, and down. Oh, that feels good. I hear some creaking. That just means those bones and joints are getting lubricated, ready for our workout. And go ahead and go backwards, up, back, and down. Big circles. Try to relax those arms to your sides. And I hope you guys are ready to get stronger with me today. You do need a couple pieces of equipment. So you will need some dumbbells for this workout. If you are new to a strength training routine, I advise you to go a little lighter than you normally would. If you've ever done workout before, or if you have some 2s, 3s, or 5s, it's a great place to start. And if it feels easy today, watch the video again, try it again, and go a little heavier. So I'm gonna do a set of 5s for one shoulder exercise, and everything else I'm actually gonna be using 10s for, but you kind of fill out where you need to. If you do the first set and it feels too easy, go up and wait on the second set or the third set. If it's too hard, you can't even get the 10 reps, dial it back, all right? So the first exercise, we're gonna focus on our triceps, the back of the arm here. So go ahead and grab 1 dumbbell for this one. I'm gonna go heavier with my 10. Sit up nice and tall on your seat. You're gonna hold on either side. You can also stack it like this, whatever's more comfortable for you. You're gonna lift it up overhead, keep your elbows squeezed in. These are called tricep extensions. So make sure you can see the dumbbell, good. You're gonna inhale, come down to the back of your neck, and then exhale, squeeze back up. Sitting up nice and tall, keep those elbows squeezed into your head. The closer those elbows are in, the more you're gonna work those triceps. Inhale down, exhale up nice and controlled, good pace. Are you breathing? Let's do 4 more. Inhale down, exhale up. If you have a mirror, check those elbows. Make sure they're squeezed in. I can already feel it. Last one. Good, so next up we're gonna do alternating hammer curls. So grab your other dumbbell. Now we're gonna work the biceps, so the muscle on top of the arm here. So I want you to start with whatever arm you think might be a little bit weaker, so that way you can finish strong. So shoulders up, back and down, elbows into your sides. You're gonna lift up, palms facing one another, so make sure that dumbbell stops in front of your shoulder. Try not to raise your shoulders up, elbows in, so your form's in a nice parallel line. Perpendicular to the floor. Inhale back down and switch. Exhale up, inhale down, nice and controlled. Make sure you're not actually hitting your shoulder with that dumbbell, and that those elbows are slightly forward of those shoulders rather than letting the whole arm swing. Keeping the abs tight. Exhale up, inhale down, exhale up, inhale down. Aiming for about 8 to 12 reps for each arm. So until you start feeling that burn, that's when you want to get to that next level of just getting a couple more reps in there. I'm already starting to feel it. All right, 1 more each for me. Good. All right. So I'm going to drop my heavier weights down. and grab my lighter weights for this next shoulder exercise called a havoc raise, H-A-V-Y-K, not wreaking havoc on the body. So go ahead and grab your lighter weights. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna do a lateral and a front raise at the same time. So you're gonna have one arm start here in the front and one arm to the side, sitting up nice and tall. Keep your elbows slightly bent, and you're only gonna come up to shoulder height. Make sure you don't go above the shoulder height. So exhale, squeeze, and he'll come down and switch sides. That's one. So you probably can't tell from the angle I'm sitting, but I'm actually not going above shoulder height. The phone camera is turned a little bit higher, but I promise you I'm only stopping at shoulder height, maybe a little bit below that. And even with 5-pound dumbbells, I'm already starting to feel it. Exhale, inhale. And if at any point you're starting to feel like it's getting a little harder, try to really squeeze those abs. Remember, those are your stabilizer muscles. And those will help you through each exercise, keeping them nice and tight and engaged. Exhale up, inhale down, through your mouth and through your nose. Let's try one more each. I'm already feeling it. Good. Set your weights down. Now we're going to do the same muscle groups, but different exercises. So I want you to come down to the floor carefully for another tricep exercise called lying skull crushers. All right, make sure that you're avoiding hurting that foot or ankle injury. I want to get you stronger, not more injured. So you're going to lie down flat on your back. If you can, have your heels on the ground, just slightly putting a little pressure there, but nothing to impact that ankle or foot injury. So this is called a lying skull crusher. So if you didn't already have your weights, I just realized I forgot to grab mine. I'm going to grab my two 10-pound dumbbells. So carefully come onto the floor. If you have them out to the side, and try to grab them, you might have a shoulder impingement. So you want to avoid any other injuries. So you're going to have them right above you, straight up, shoulder height, so not too wide. You're going to have a slight bend in your elbow, shoulders out of your ears, back is flat, so you're activating those core muscles. And these are called skull crushers, but I won't actually have you skull crush. So make sure you're just coming down to the sides of the temples rather than letting the dumbbells hit your forehead or the side of your head. So inhale down, exhale, squeeze back up. With control, keeping the shoulders out of your ears. And notice I'm only coming down to a little less than a 90-degree angle. If you can't get that far down, that's okay too. Find your range and stick with that. Or if you have to reduce your weights, that's okay too. If it's too easy, go up. Keeping those elbows in right above the shoulders. Notice I'm only hinging at that elbow joint. I'm not moving that whole arm. Inhale down, exhale up, squeeze through that core. Let's do one more. I'm feeling it. All right, now bring your elbows into your sides and then bring the weights to your hips. That way, again, you avoid any other issues or injuries. So go ahead and sit yourself up nice and carefully. And we're gonna go back to our seat. That is the only lying exercise I have for you today. So carefully come back up to your seat. Next one, we're gonna do biceps. So these are curls that we're gonna do. So I want you to actually rotate your arms when you go up to your shoulders. Last time with the hammer curls, your palms are facing in the whole time. This time you're actually gonna twist and have your palm face your shoulder. So notice I have nice straight lines with my arms. I'm not too wide, not too narrow. The elbows are not out. So we're gonna do simultaneous. Both arms at the same time, sitting up tall. Bicep curls. Exhale, squeeze it up, twist your shoulders. Inhale back down. Make sure those dumbbells don't swing past your shoulder, past your hip as you go back down with control. Exhale, squeeze those biceps. Inhale back down. Sitting up nice and tall. Abs are tight. I know it's a little awkward seated. You have to go a little wider at the bottom. You got this. A couple more. Woo, because then we're doing 3 sets. And woo, good. Drop that down if you need to. Shake it off. We have shoulder press up next. So keep sitting down with your abs tight. You're going to have the dumbbells on either side. So think of like a goal post, like a football field goal post. Elbows at 90 degrees. You're going to exhale, press up overhead. So your biceps are close to your ears. Reach for the ceiling. And then inhale, come back down to that position. Notice my elbows are shoulder height, no lower. So go ahead and grab the weights that you're using. I'm going to stick with my 10s for this one. Elbows are out to the side of your shoulders. Let's go. Exhale, squeeze up. Inhale, back down. So notice at the top, the weights are not touching. You're trying not to clink them together. Keep that control. Exhale, inhale, Abs are tight, stabilizing that rest of the body. 7, let's do 3 more. 8, 9, last one, big reach up. Carefully come back down, drop your weights. First set is done. Let's try for 2 more, shall we? So, back to our seated tricep extensions, the first exercise in the set. So grab 1 dumbbell on either side. You can do this one with 2 dumbbells, but I prefer to doing it with 1 right now, so I'll show you that other modification. If you wanted to do 2 and do a little bit lighter, it's the same kind of concept. You can press them together or have them separated. Together is going to be a little bit easier. So if you want to do 2, inhale down, exhale up, same kind of concept. I'm just going to do 1 for today. It's up to you. It's your workout. I want you to push yourself, so whatever you need to do. So sit up nice and tall, bring that dumbbell up. Again, holding it on either side of those dumbbells, or you can do it vertically. So let's go. Inhale down, exhale up. Keeping that core tight. Watch those elbows. Keep them in. There's that burn. Let's try for 5 more. Ah, it feels so good. I love that burn. That means we're working it. Big squeezes. Gonna give me 1 more? Yes. Carefully bring that weight down to your chest and then back down. So now we have our alternating hammer curls. So grab your other weight for that bicep. Palms facing in towards your body, staying up nice and tall. Starting on your weaker arm, exhale up, inhale down. So there's no twist in this one. Makes it a little bit easier on the bicep, easier to start with. And that's when we get that pronation and supination, that twist with the other bicep exercise. So keeping those elbows in close to the body, squeezing and releasing. I'm sweating already. I hope you guys are too. If you're not, maybe try going up in weights again for that last set or even during this set. No swinging through the arm. You're just hinging at that elbow joint. Keeping those palms facing in. Nice deep breaths. Can we do 1 more each? Let's try. Oh, yes. That struggle at the end. That's what you want. Okay, so I'm going to drop my heavier weights down and go back to my lighter weights for that shoulder exercise called the havoc raise. Remember, that's a front and side raise at once. Go ahead and grab those dumbbells. Get ready to start. Exhale up, remember shoulder height. Inhale back down and switch sides. Front and lateral raise. One is doing one exercise, the other one is doing the other. So it's a compound movement, getting 2 exercises in 1. Keeping those elbows slightly bent with control. Nice steady tempo. Shoulder height or below. Keeping those abs tight. Make sure you're not twisting your whole body. You're just rotating through those shoulders. Oh, I'm feeling that burn. Exhale up, inhale down. What am I doing? I'm squeezing my core to help me lift. Nice tight abs. Every exercise, those abs should be engaged. Oh, I think I got 2 more in me. Last ones for me. Let's see if we can push it. All right, good. Drop those weights down. Remember, the next one for the triceps, we have that long exercise called the skull crushers. So carefully come out of your seat. Take as much time as you need to not injure that foot or ankle. Let's grab those heavier dumbbells, whatever you did last time. If it was too heavy, go lighter. And now, if it was too easy, go heavier. I'm going to maintain my 10s. So coming down carefully onto your back. All right, good. So press that lower back into the mat. That's going to help activate your core. Shoulders are out of your ears. Press those dumbbells straight up over your shoulders, a little more narrow. And then you're going to hinge at that elbow. Make sure that that part of your arm does not move. Let's go. Inhale down. Exhale up. You can also do this one with just 1 dumbbell or challenge yourself with the 2. Again, same thing. Pressing them together is going to make it a little bit easier. More of a challenge is the version I'm doing with the dumbbell separated. Coming to the temple. Inhale down. Exhale up. Shoulders check. Make sure they're out of your ears. Abs are tight. Getting that deep burn that back of that arm. Inhale. Exhale. Whew, I think I got a couple more in me. And, oh man, good. Carefully drop those weights to the side of your hips. Roll yourself up. A good healthy way to do it too, if you can, is come onto your side and then press yourself up so you're not straining your back or neck or shoulders. All right, back to our seated exercises. So scooch on over to your chair again. Come on up. All right, let's do our seated bicep curls. So grab your bicep weight. See if you can go heavier this time. You're gonna rotate to get both palms facing your shoulders. Elbows are in, shoulders back and down. Let's begin. Exhale, twist up to your shoulders. Inhale, twist back down. Woo. Strong arms and shoulders in the making. Feels so good. I love that burn, that struggle means you're one step closer to your fitness goals. Keeping those elbows in tight, make sure they're not flaring out. Like I always tell my clients, when you do that elbow flare, it looks like chicken wings. So not in the gym, not in the fitness studio, and wherever you're doing this, keep those chicken wings out of there. Twist and squeeze. I'm starting to get that struggle. Let's see if I can push out 2 more. Can you do it with me? Inhale down, last one. Ooh, whew. All right, good. Drop that weight. Let's shake it out real quick because we have our shoulder press up. So that's the football field goal post exercise. So I go a little heavier with this one. So keeping my 10s, sit up nice and tall. You're gonna have those dumbbells up to the either side, 90-degree angle, and then press it up. Exhale, inhale. Whew. Elbows are nice and wide outside those shoulders, 90 degrees. Starting to feel that shake. I hope you are too. This is the end of our second set. Wrists are straight, sitting up nice and tall in your seat. Abs are tight. Make sure you're not clinking those dumbbells at the top. Oh, I'm feeling it. Oof. Exhale, inhale. I think I got 2 more in me. How about you? 1 more. Good, carefully come down. Drop your weights off. We have 1 more set to go. I hope you're still with me. If you're starting to struggle, that's a good thing. That means you're pushing yourself to that next level. Let's do this third set with confidence, with a little extra motivation. If you need to get some music going, go ahead and do that. Whatever you need, grab a sip of water. Let's go into this third set stronger than we started. So grab your 1 dumbbell for triceps. We're gonna do that seated tricep extension. So sit up nice and tall. Make your last set your best set. So dumbbells up, elbows in, and begin. Inhale down, exhale, squeeze the back of that arm. And as you start fatiguing, again, your body's gonna do this. Try to squeeze it in. Really work those triceps. This is your last time through. Making every rep count. With control. Make sure it's not slamming down to the back of your neck. Squeeze those elbows in. Abs are tight. I think I got a couple more in me. Let's try it. Inhale down. Exhale up. Last one. Good. Carefully bring it down and grab your other dumbbell. We have our alternating hammer curls. So sit up tall, bicep time. Keeping those palms facing in, 1 at a time. Start with that weaker arm. Maybe if you weren't sure, you started that first set with the left arm. Maybe you tried it on the right arm the second set. So now you know which one it is. For me, it's that left arm. So exhale, squeeze it. Inhale down. So remember at the top of that movement, that forearm is perpendicular to the floor. Elbows are squeezed in, really working that bicep. Sitting up tall, shoulders are out of your ears, nice and relaxed. Abs are engaged. Make sure you're not hitting that shoulder. Elbows are in, slightly forward of the shoulders. I hope you're feeling it. This is the third set. If you're not feeling anything, go up and wait next time. Your bodies are capable of so much more than you think is possible. You just got to challenge yourself, push yourself to that limit. Whew. All right, we got it. Keep fighting that fatigue. How about 2 more? Exhale, inhale, squeeze, release. 1 more, big squeeze, and done. Okay, let's go ahead and drop off those heavier weights. Unless you're able to stick with them, even better, kudos to you. For my havoc raises, that shoulder exercise with the front and lateral raise, I'm doing my 5 still. So front and side, ready, and begin. Exhale up, inhale down, switch. Elbows are slightly bent. Again, shoulder height or lower. You don't want to go above the shoulders. because that could create actual shoulder injuries or issues rather than making you stronger. So always focusing on form rather than just super maxing out on weight. Of course, I want you to get stronger and try to keep up with adding on weight, but not to sacrifice form. Form is always number one. You know, it's part of form, breathing. That's why I always harp on it. Exhale up, inhale down. That gets oxygen flowing into those muscles so you can get through each exercise. How's that core? Is it nice and tight helping you? Oh man, I'm feeling this burn. It feels so good. Exhale, inhale. How about 2 more each? Don't stop when you start feeling it. See if you can eke out those other couple reps once you start feeling that burn. And rest. Oh my goodness. Drop those weights off. We have that lying tricep exercise, which means we're halfway through this last set. So stay strong with me, my friends. Carefully come down onto your mat. Take as much time as you need. If you have to pause the video, if I go a little quicker, that's okay. Or if you're ready to go, then awesome. Grab that tricep weight for the skull crushers. And if you're curious about how you do it with one dumbbell, just like this, pulling on either side, and you would just come to the forehead, keeping those elbows in, and then exhale, squeeze up. So it's up to you. So I'm going to use 2 again, and then you can either keep them together or separated. Just make sure you're controlling it so you don't smash yourself in the head. We don't literal skull crushers. So let's go. Inhale down, exhale up. Keeping those elbows pointed towards the ceiling, right above those shoulders. Keeping those elbows and wrists shoulder distance, or maybe even in a little bit more. Inhale down, exhale, squeeze. Remember, embrace the shake. It is a good thing. That means you are working those muscles nice and hard. Keep looking up to the ceiling. Inhale down, exhale, squeeze the back of that arm, shoulders out of those ears, abs are tight. Oh, almost there. I think I got 2 more in me. This is the last set. I try to go a little harder. 1 more. And done. Just make sure you don't ever drop it on your head, right? All right, come on, sit up. Seated exercises. We've got 2 more. Bring your weights back to your chair. Scoot your booty back to your seat. Lift yourself up. And let's do those bicep curls. So, hopefully you're ready to finish this. A little more oomph than you started now that we're almost done. So bicep curl, so this is when we're going to twist up to your shoulder, shoulders back, elbows in. Let's begin. Exhale and inhale. So you're doing both at the same time. Remember, you're still in a perpendicular line with that forearm at the top. Making sure you're not moving the whole arm. You're just hinging at the elbow joint. So the only part that's moving is elbow to wrist. The elbow stays directly under that shoulder or slightly forward. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, release. Keep squeezing those biceps. Get that full twist up and down. Really activating those bicep muscles, getting the most out of each exercise. I know you're struggling. Fight it. You got this. Let's see if we can get a couple more. Exhale. Inhale. Last one. Big squeeze. Big breath. Good. All right. Put it down for a second. Shake it out. You have 1 exercise left. Shoulder press. So going back to those football field goal posts, sit up tall, abs are tight. Remember, about to punch in the stomach. Let's do it. Last one. Go ahead and pick your shoulder exercise. Weight back up. Sit up tall. Let's go. We got this. Exhale. Press it up. Don't touch those weights at the top. Inhale back down. Elbows stay at directly out from the shoulder and a 90-degree angle with those arms. Exhale. Inhale. Press. Release. You are so close to the finish. Don't you dare give up now. You've come this far. How about 2 more? Abs are tight. Last one. Carefully bring it down, set it down, and you guys made it. So, 3 sets. If you couldn't get there today, that's okay. You'll get there soon enough. Remember, it's about persistency and consistency to get you on your way to be absolutely fit and absolutely healthy. That's number 1. So stay hydrated, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks so much for coming and watching.